it is not an adequate response. I know the most important is not whether I think so, but I think Vladimir Putin doesn't think it's a strong or adequate response. I don't think that Vladimir Putin is at all a communist, but I think he has learned from Lenin. Lenin said, when you probe with your bayonet, if you hit steel, you back off. If you hit mush, you continue forward. So far, Vladimir Putin has hit nothing but mush. That the United States and Western Europe and other free nations need to look very hard at who are their enemies. And not because we want to have enemies, but because there are those who dislike us, who are profoundly anti-Western, anti-democratic, anti-freedom. They don't all believe in the same thing, but they are forming an effective alliance. Vladimir Putin's Russia is effectively aligned with jihadist Iran, with North Korea, with Syria. All of these nations may have somewhat different ideologies, but they're all anti-Western and they're all anti-democratic. And if we don't understand the threat they pose and have an adequate and strategic response, we're going to find ourselves in a much worse situation than we are today, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. The strategic response is, I would say, to maximize your strength in a dangerous world, not disarm, not necessarily use military force, but make sure your enemies and your adversaries understand that if it is necessary, you will use force and you will use it effectively and you will use it in a way that is harmful to their interests. Right now, we appear to be in the West in a mode of retreat. We have the president saying that the wars are receding when they are not. Famous political philosopher George Orwell said the quickest way to end a war is to lose it. It appears, I'm afraid, that we are eager, certainly willing to lose wars. You build peace and guarantee peace if you are strong. If you are weak, that is provocative to those who don't like you, those who see you as their enemy, those who think that it is in their interest to diminish you and your power. Vladimir Putin, certainly Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei in Iran, and quite a few others around the world see it in their interest to diminish American power and strength and make America retreat further into itself, and to establish, at least for the short run, their own empires, spheres of influence, call it what you will. This is going to be a very different world if America does not show leadership and take responsibility.